Hello everyone and welcome back to Civilization 5 with the Mayas. So we had a start with, we went for two cities and a very early national college. And I was been thinking a little bit about this. We should probably finish this worker and queue up two settlers in the capital. And we'll definitely settle a city over here, because that will eventually give me access to three different types of luxury resources, some deer and some cattle. And might be able to grab some resources over here like the horses, and I don't know what else is on the isle, but it's definitely a good location. And this seems to be pretty good. Next to a mountain would be another observatory, and I still need to check the Italian boot to see if there's anything, well, basically down there that's worth it. So that's the current plan. We want to finish the worker, get two settlers out and settle those cities, and in the meantime we are working our way towards geology pretty quickly. With the National College and the Pyramid, it's actually not so many turns before we actually get access to it. So that should be done relatively quickly as well. And then we should be getting a great person, probably 2 or 3 very quickly as well. Scout is in a little bit of trouble there. See if we can keep him alive. Might not be able to do that with that horseman over there, but we'll see. So Chikal just got access to this tile, so let's actually start using that tile. This is definitely superior. Let's do that. Scout is going to move, and let's clear that one out. Try to heal up the spearmen. Since we already met 1 or 2 barbarians over here, I'm going to assume there's going to be a barbarian camp on the Iberian Isle, so I want to heal up that spearman before I move him a little bit. So let's get him to heal. And my Palenque will grow my capital. That will be pretty good. Let's have a look at the tiles currently using. It's probably going to be a food tile. Yeah, it's going to go there automatically. That's fine as well. And I want to bring the scout towards the African continent and actually see what AIs we have over there. Maybe 1, maybe 2. We will see. And still not going to give any embassies to the AIs that we have in this game. As you can see, we have Denmark. And we just met another one, Polynesia. So they are either on the African continent or they are actually coming from across the Atlantic. With Polynesia, everything's possible, so we never know. But we have quite a few aggressive AIs. So we have Denmark going for the Liberty Opener, very expansionistic. We have Polynesia, well, we don't know where they are, but they have 4 cities. Sweden went for Honor, which I think is a little bit strange, but they also went for 3 cities. We have the Songhai went for Piety, going for the Religion Opener basically. Mongolia went for Honor and Liberty and already took 2 city-states, so they're not really good friends with Sweden, as you might imagine. They took Tyr over here and they took Sofia, so they are probably going to take this complete Indian spike over here, but they're being close to Songhai and they're gonna go and get into trouble with Sweden as well. I expected them to be one of the first ones to have heavy wars on them. Also, Denmark settled pretty close to my capital, so I am very unhappy with that. And we just met China, so China is probably on the African continent. It's going to be very interesting. If that's true, then I need to know if China is alone, yes or no. Because if they are alone, then I am their closest neighbor and they might be aggressive towards me. So that's very important to know in this case. And we just met Belgrado. Okay, so let's get that worker to help here and change the city to production. I think this is optimal. Yeah, I think so. So 12 turns before that settler is done. How is my spearman doing? Yep, you should be able to move already. Okay, so I want to check this out because this is a very good location, it looks at least. And let's actually bring you here. So let's improve these mountain tiles as well, because I will be using them quite often, so I want to get these mines up anyway. It's not a bad idea. We've got a horseman over here. Where is this guy coming from? And they already got composite bowmen, so there's not a barbarian camp on the Iberian Isle itself, but they're definitely coming barbs, probably coming from here. That's going to be annoying if I don't clear that out. Okay. Just gonna check this little edge over here. Oh, there is actually barbarian encampment. Yeah, a little bit annoying. We met another city-state, Byblos. That's on a Carthage spawn point, and I might actually be able to grab some tiles of me on the Italian boot if I settle a city there. Actually, that's going to make 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is not a viable city location anymore. Okay. So that's also good to know. It changes up what I wanted to do a little bit again. Parthenon has been built. So how many AIs have I met now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still need to meet 3 more. Let's start working a little bit on that camp. And my settler's done in 7 turns. So this is definitely a city location that I want. Yeah, just gonna withdraw the spearman and actually guard the settler with it. Because of this opener that I'm going for with building 2 settlers now, I need to keep that spearman mobile and alive before I have access to any proper archers. And have 1 more luxury resource to improve to my capital. That will be okay. Let's check out the rest of Africa and see where China actually is then. That will be pretty interesting. If China is alone in Africa, they can become very dangerous. Let's see what opener they went for. PT, Taoism. Okay, China went Taoism. So would they go Fate from Jungle Tiles? No, Fate from it's Culture from Jungle Tiles. Yeah, we'll see. Let's look at the religion. So Taoism. Let's have a look at the beliefs then. 2 fate from every form. No, is fated by masks. That's pretty okay. They're going for the tourism one in Reformation. And gardens provide 2 happiness. That's not super. What did the Islam get? Monasteries and fate from battle. And Catholicism, cathedrals and pagodas. Well, this is a strong religion. Yeah, definitely Catholicism is pretty strong. 2 fate from quarries. What spawn locations have a lot of quarries normally? Don't think actually Middle America has. Southern America has a lot of jungle, doesn't normally have quarries. That's actually pretty interesting. So that might be the Northern America opening one. I should probably get an embassy with Polynesia. They're not anywhere close to me, I think. Let's trade embassies with them, see where they are. Okay, so they have Central American position. Well, Northern America, Central Northern America position. Which is a very good spawn location for big cities, but very low production normally. So that's definitely something you want to keep in mind when you have that location. It's very nice normally to be able to have Northern America, but it has very low production. Not a lot of hill tiles, not a lot of production resources, not a lot of deer or iron or anything similar to that. Kind of like Europe is. If you like me or in Europe, you tend to be a little bit fucked. Okay, we might another city-state, prick. And no, I'm not giving you an embassy. You can get a little bit fucked because you have so little production resources, you won't be able to pop up the buildings quickly enough and simply gonna fall behind in tech at a certain point. Normally luxury resources are never a problem on Earth maps, especially not if you're alone in Northern America. You'll just be able to grab all the good locations and get plenty of luxury resources. Okay, so that settler will be moved now. Let's do a watermill. How much gold do I have? I'm losing 3 gold per turn for another 11 turns. Okay, that's not terrible, not perfect. It's actually 1 gold per turn now, since it's a golden age. Okay, let's do it like this. I don't want to settle here, because it will overlap in tiles with my capital. I think this is a much better location. So we are going for that. We have access to some furs down here. And coal for bibblers. Okay. So we'll grab this luxury resource. It's not a workable tile for the capital yet. Can probably also grab coffee with them. Here's theology and the medieval era. It's pretty good. I think they're all in medieval already, right? No, classical. 2 are still in classical. Okay, so let's grab all the early tags now that we didn't pick. So let's get masonry. So we can actually improve the sugar here. It's going to be pretty interesting as well. Oh, that's a bad thing I did there. Should have not moved in. Let's improve that tile and just wait with the settler. I want to get him on the hill tile. Probably going to have to spend some money on buying workboats early on. I think that's the most logical thing to do. 4 more turns until this. Ah, bloody hell. We're going to go to war soon with Denmark. Damn it. Okay, let's start building an archer then. This is going to be war pretty quickly, maybe 1 or 2 turns. There we go. And this is going to be pretty hard to defend actually.
How happy are those?
So I do have access to walls now, but they're going to be pretty hard to defend. So let's keep working the melee units. So he cannot actually take the capital. And in the meantime we'll research construction to get access to proper archers instead of just Atlantis. He just sacrificed that. He does have 2 archers. And that's going to be 3 archers pretty soon. Let's settle here. That's probably the one tile we want to use. That's okay. Let's keep going on the melee units. Move my worker inside. Don't want to lose him. Let's build pyramid first, then a grain. Pyramid first, then a library, then a granary. We'll have an archer now, but I don't think he will be able to hit too much. Not giving an embassy. I destroyed 1 unit so far. Let's see how quickly he actually wants to play nice with me. Probably need to kill 1 or 2 more units before he will. Let's have a look. Nope. Just going to try to negotiate peace with him every turn. No, not interested in the Mongols at all. If it's going to be any civilization, it's probably going to have to be... Production for another archer. That will probably be composite bowman then. Let's kill 1 off. Yeah, it's another melee unit in range. That pikeman is going to be pretty hard to deal with though. The Mongols just went to war with Antwerp. Where the hell's Antwerp? So the Mongols are going to go for all the city-states. Looks like it. Okay, I'm not going to be able to go get any peace with them. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 archers. This is going to be extremely hard to defend now. Especially with a barbarian next to me. I really don't like that. I should have checked if he wanted peace. He might want it now, after I kill some of his units. But I don't think I will be able to hold this off, will I? I don't think so. want to upgrade that and not hit anything this turn. Let's do that. Let's kill that unit off.
He'll die. Let's go.
There we go. Okay. Oh well, we killed 4 of his units. That's okay, but he will definitely come back for me pretty soon, so I do want to get access to a couple of military units in the meantime. I want to horseback riding first, or do I want to get mathematics and currency? Let's do mathematics and currency first. So I want to build a couple of defenses now. I will get that next city. So he already knows where my capital is, so I might as well actually take an embassy with him. And this is China. So China has Central African spawn. That means that they are going to be completely alone. It's pretty interesting as well. What's my building queue over here? Let's cut that work out. Let's build a watermill. Let's change a few things here on these tiles. Actually get a few of those in. It should give me a little bit of growth in the capital still. Okay. Not perfect whatsoever, but not terrible either. So let's settle that location now with that settler moving there. And then we'll have to start building up a little bit of defense against Denmark. Not much else we can do at this stage. Let's fortify these units, try to build. Yeah. I need to build my guild and my national epic. Yeah, I'm gonna value the guild first. My last playthrough we were too late on the guilds and it kinda cost me a golden age or 2. Walls will be nice though, because if he is gonna bring trebuchets next time, I might be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, this worker can go back to work now. And we're gonna settle on top of the hill. So this might be a hard city to keep if he does attack me from sea to state. Genghis Khan went for another city-state. Belgrado? That might be the China actually. That's pretty interesting. So this guy actually got some props there. Ancients and etc. grew to 2 population. Okay. So we are going to go for 4 cities and then prepare for a war with Denmark. Not really interested in Viborg as a city. It's not a terrible location. It's not a very good one either. So getting our first great person here, which is going to be a great scientist, as you might expect in a DT game. Now we need to find a suitable tile for him. Something with at least 2 food. These are all hill tiles, right? Yeah, this is a forest. I want to keep these forests up as long as I'm not going to go on the offensive with Denmark. So let's move from there. Repair that. Okay. This will be pretty interesting as well. I will take an embassy now with Sweden. Let's actually check Stockholm out. So Shanghai has another settler already. Let's found that city. Start doing some severe damage to them. Heal up my spearmen. And queue up long pyramid granary library. How's the food in this location? Pretty decent, so I'll actually do the library instead of the granary first. And we finished a watermill over here. So do I want to get walls first or garden first? Get the walls first, because I'm not sure we'll have an archer in the city straight away. So I'm gonna be pretty... Well, you are a backstabber, and I do not intend to go to war with you straight away. So I'll take the friendship agreement. If you do attack me, at least you'll get a massive negative modifier with the other AIs. That's not a bad thing for me. Okay, let's do the academy. So I just have 2 military units at this stage of the game. It's pretty sad, but it will have to do. Let's grab that tile. Grab that tile. Actually, get that tile. Like that. Didn't think China has scouted my capital yet, so I'm not gonna give them. China's also a pretty aggressive AI. So this is gonna be a very interesting game. Domination focused, normally Polynesia late game. Domination focused, but in this game seems to be going PT and cultural. Liberty domination focused. City state, sometimes diplomatic victory, but also pretty hard on domination. And definitely domination as well. Sometimes cultural, but not very often. So pretty interesting stuff, to be honest. I want to explore the island, but I might risk losing the spearman here if he gets captured by a cannibal or something. It's a little risky. Yeah, it might be worth it though. Let's grab that wine. We've had an improvement. Oh, I don't have optics yet, of course. What am I talking about? So let's grab oligarchy now. And then we probably want to get optics after research currency. Yeah, there's only 5 turns, it's probably still worth it. Even though it will delay us a little bit towards education. But I still think it might be worth it. Still might be able to get a religion. Actually, I think I will get a religion. There's only 3 founded. That means that the other AIs are pretty aggressive as well, I reckon. Let's have a look at the demographics, shall we? We're 10% behind in tech. That's not terrible. That's kind of what I expected to be. See how many technologies actually, probably around 10. Technologies, 24, 8. 8 techs behind. But Denmark and Polynesia are pretty far ahead of the rest, so I still have quite a few cheap techs to grab. So I'm not terrible. Not in terrible shape here. I'm also surprised that the Oracle hasn't been built yet at all. So I need to consider what I want to queue up after building this writing guild. On the assumption that Denmark will not attack me, which might be a very false assumption to make. We might be able to do quite a lot in buildings. Because yes, the marker is nice, but it's not super. Getting a garden up before we get the university would probably be the best thing. I think that's probably the best bet. Oh, we have lots of cotton over here, which the car has access to. Very nice. Very nice indeed. So, what to research next? Let's do that optics. That's 5 turns, but I think it will be worth it. I think delaying a university 5 turns is not terrible, especially with the early national college that we had. But the other things that we are building are a little bit slower. We're still building pyramids. I still need 1 or 2 more workers, but I'm finally making a little bit of money. Let's refuse that actually. Have a look at my happiness. I might be able to sell it instead. to another AI. Holy hell, Polynesia's is making a lot of money per turn. So yes, they want my dice. I will probably sell them. Sell them, give me 7 gold per turn for them, Polynesia. And I should be okay on happiness. Yeah, 6 happiness is still plenty in my opinion. Oh, an empty barbarian camp with a worker in it. That's pretty interesting. Genghis Khan went for Anatolivo now. That's over here. If he captures that... let's return the unit to China. It's too far away anyway. I might lose it to barbarians and I don't want to guard it all the way. I probably want to move my archer into Uxmal. And I also need to get some trade routes going. So many things to build, so little time. Caravan will give me quite a bit of science per turn. Do I value it above getting a garden? Yeah, I think I do. So that means we'll probably end up with... Oh, optics is actually done already. Let's queue up civil service now. So we'll finish the guilds. Then do the 2 caravans, and then probably build the university. It's 26 turns. Don't think it will take me 26 turns to research a university town. Maybe it will. Yeah, probably will. Okay, so the garden will have to wait till after the university. Probably, yep. Oh, there's actually, we got the ruins for free there. Not bad. Let's actually build a farm on that tile instead of a mine. Let's move the archer. I've got access to some horses. I want to clear this with the archer. I've got double wine resources now. I can probably sell that to you. I want to keep the money per turn going a little bit more before I actually start trading out resources for happiness. Though I'm only on 2 happiness at the moment. So that's not fantastic either. We'll be able to grab some cotton perhaps. That's Sydney. So this worker can improve sugar. That will be pretty good. And you get into the capital. And the cow will finish building that walls. And Denmark wants to go toward the Mongols. It's not very surprising because they just took a city pretty close to them. I wouldn't be surprised though if the Mongols actually won that war. So these pyramids are almost done. These cities are still growing too. Let's put the scout on auto explore now. I think I scouted pretty much everything I can do manually. Well, let's decide on what to build here. I could do a caravan actually in Tikal. That's not a bad idea at all. Let's do a caravan in Tikal. That's actually a pretty good idea, I reckon. I'm surprised the Mongols hasn't dealt with this camp yet. Maybe they haven't. This is just a last remainder or something. Phew, that didn't make... that was pretty close. That galley would have destroyed that composite bowman easy. Okay, I need to get another worker out as well. I probably want to buy that one straight up. Probably, yeah. So we've got some extra horses available. And this guy is going to be able to grab my worker. I'm gonna go negative happiness now because he will pillage this. It sucks as well. Guess we'll have to move the spearman here to speed this up a little bit. Okay, so let's actually focus on the camp with the archer. And my amber just got destroyed. It's a bit of a shame. Will give me a proc on Uxmal later too, but hey. Still a bit annoying. Why am I not getting a great profit? Come on, give me my great profit, and there we go. Alright, so we will have our own religion in this game, which is fantastic. Rarely ever get that, but the Mayas make things a little bit more easy, same as you would be playing a Celt. That makes things a little bit easier as well. So let's do more. What symbol? Let's go for Confucianism. This could be interesting. But tide is pretty nice as well. Let's get tide. So we could go for the temples. The rest is a little bit shit anyway. Or we could do guru ship, which would give every city 2 production, but in the long run that's not super. Let's do religious center. It's not very particularly super strong, but it's not bad either. Why is he moving? That's my work I was gonna say. It's a caravan that's moving through. And I could see some Mongolian units close to my border. Something I don't like. I could go for another great prophet and improve my religion straight away. I could go for a great engineer. Tempted to go for a great engineer. Let's grab the Oracle, shall we? It's a pretty strong early game wonder. It's nice to get that extra social policy for free. That's definitely going to help me. There we go, free social policy. Always nice. Let's clear that encampment out now, because there's nothing really on this location that's super special. Let's grab commerce. Still got turn. We are still on negative happiness, so I need to deal with that. Let's buy a worker maybe. So buy a worker or buy a workboat. Let's buy a worker. My worker will improve the cotton tile. I think that will be the best option for me at the moment.
The only
And we finished civil service, so let's do education. Still on negative happiness, so not really going to grow the cities anymore, and this is going to take a while to improve. But we should get up once the amber is improved again. It's not terrible to have it slow down a little bit at this stage anyway. Oh, we will get a first caravan of 4 turns, 3 turns actually. But I don't like this. I don't like Mongolian units on my borders here at all. Let's withdraw that archer ASAP and at least have 1 unit to defend the city. What tiles is he using? Yeah, this one should be locked. Probably the best setup it's already using there. I want to do the 2 riders. Probably not. I want to keep them on tasks that are actually useful. Should probably swap the production to another farm over here. This is perfect. And this one is definitely also good. I will use this tile as soon as it becomes available. So, Mongolia will attack me soonish, I reckon. Question is, do they have their Bashak units yet? If they do, I'm in a lot of trouble. If they don't, we should be okay. So that's kind of the question at this stage. Do they have their unique unit yet, or don't they? Other option is, I could bribe them to go to war. They are at war with Antwerp and with Belgrade, but they are bringing quite a few troops close to me now. That's a Sarai, that's the wrong one. Let's get... How am I ahead of the Mongols in score? And he's so far behind in tech. Wow, I'm actually not the worst in tech. It's kind of surprising. Okay. Let's start working on a garden over there. And let's get a connection with Viborg. Start moving that archer back. Let's connect you with Viborg as well. Try to bribe these guys to go to war with Denmark. Damn it. You want to go to war with... Okay, that should be pretty easy then. There we go, 4 gold per turn. You can have 4 gold per turn. That should keep them off my back at least for now. Also guys, it seems like a pretty good time for me to end this part here. Let's finish this turn before we end this. Yeah, go to war with the Mongols, do it for me. Let's wait till this turn processes. There we go. Okay, so let's end this part here. We will have education in 8 turns. And next episode we will probably decide what victory condition we are going to strive for. Either going to be domination or scientific. Might be actually a combination of the both. We'll see. Anyway guys, thank you guys for watching and see you guys next time.